Market targeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the next topic in the STP framework is market targeting. I believe you still remember the full meaning of acronyms STP: segmentation, targeting, and positioning. And we are examining segmentation. And now you understood what it is. The next important topic is market targeting. If you understood what I have said so far under market segmentation, you would agree with me that market segmentation is a process leading somewhere, and where it is led is where we are now, market targeting. The essence of segmenting a market is to enable a marketing manager to select one or more segments. So the process or the stage at which one or more segment is selected is what we call targeting. The stage or the strategy or approach through which one or more segment is selected is called market targeting. In the toothpaste market, I said we will identify as many as 10 or more segments. Of course, your firm may not have the resources to operate in all the 10 or more segments. As a manager, you may have to decide to operate in one or two segments. So this one or two segment is what we call target market. That is the market you are targeting with organizational resources. So the question now is, what is targeting? Targeting, simply put, is deciding how many and which segments. I repeat, targeting is deciding how many and which segments. In the case of the toothpaste market, you have to decide how many segments. For example, you have decided to select two segments. That is, you have decided to select two segments. Then which, if you look at the definition, the other important part of the definition is which. Then you have to decide which of the 10 segments. Now you have broken down a large heterogeneous toothpaste market into 10 segments. So because you do not have resources to produce products for all the 10 segments, you will need to select two. In this case, you have decided to select two. Which two? It could be cosmetics and cavity prevention segments. That means you have targeted two of the 10 segments in the toothpaste market, ignoring the other 8 segments for now. Over time, there is nothing stops you from selecting additional segments. As a matter of fact, you can operate in all the 10 segments you can operate in all the 10 segments. Over time, maybe by 10, 15, 20 years of operating in the toothpaste market, you have understood the market so well, and you have the resources to operate in all the 10 segments. That means, as a manufacturer of toothpaste, you will have 10 different types of toothpaste competing in the toothpaste market. So you can see the difference between segmentation and aggregation. With aggregation, you are covering the entire market but with one product. Where with segmentation, you can still cover the entire market with 10 segments and with 10 products, meaning that you are effectively satisfying the needs of the market by developing different toothpaste for the 10 identified segments in the toothpaste market. There are 5 methods of selecting a target market. We call it market targeting methods. This includes number 1, single segment concentration. And this is suitable for smaller firms that have limited financial, production, human, and other resources. With this method, your firm, that is, if you have a smaller firm, may choose to select and operate in just one of several segments of the toothpaste market. We identified 10 segments, but because of the limited resources at the disposal of your organization, you just chose a segment. And that is what the manufacturer of Dabur Aba toothpaste has done. Up till now, the manufacturer of Dabur Aba toothpaste does not have any other toothpaste. It's only Aba toothpaste. So this is what we call single segment concentration. It has a number of advantages. I want you to note. Single segment concentration allows the small firm to focus on a segment. There's no distraction. It allows you to acquire specialist knowledge. It becomes a specialist and he understands everything about Aba toothpaste. It allows the firm to have a deep understanding of the segment, and the firm can also earn greater profits because it's exclusively serving the segment. However, this targeting method or strategy has its own downside. It is a potentially risky strategy because the fortune of the firm may be tied to just one segment. If anything should happen to the segment, that may mark the end of the firm. So that is to say, a firm operating in one segment, that is concentrating in a segment of the market, is highly vulnerable. Secondly, the firm's fortune may be threatened if it is severely attacked by a stronger and aggressive firm. Today, I told you big toothpaste brands are now operating in the herbal segment. So they may threaten the market of Dabo, the lack of Macmillan, the lack of Pepsodent, the lack of Colgate, the lack of Close-Up. Virtually all of them have entered the herbal segment. So the second method is selective specialization. This is suitable for medium-sized firms. Don't forget that I said that a single segment concentration strategy or method is suitable for smaller firms. In contrast, the selective specialization method is more appropriate for medium-sized organizations, and even a few large organizations with sufficient resources can also employ this method. And this requires firms to choose many, but not all segments of the market. You can see the difference. Under single segment concentration is just one segment that you are concentrating, you are specializing in. But under this, you are allowed to select several or many. That is, out of 10 segments of the toothpaste market, the firm can enter or select 5, 6, or 7 segments. So this is what we call selective specialization. And you have got to be, the firm has gotten or got to be big or mid or of relatively bigger size before they can implement this method. And the third one is product specialization. As the name implies, this strategy requires the firm to specialize in the production and marketing of one product type to different segments of the market. And the example here is Boeing. Boeing is the largest manufacturer of aircraft in the world. And Boeing has specialized in the manufacturing and marketing of aeroplane. That's where the name comes from, product specialization. It specializes in the manufacturing and marketing of just one product. And what Boeing does is to produce and market commercial aircrafts, cargo aircrafts, military aircrafts, private aircrafts, and so on and so forth. So each of these is to serve the needs of different segments of the market. Individuals who are worthy enough to own an aircraft can purchase a private aircraft. A firm that is interested in just cargo business can buy cargo aircraft from Boeing. And the third one is market specialization. This is just the opposite of product specialization. And here, the firm manufactures and markets different products to satisfy the different needs of a particular target market. No difference between this and product specialization. Under product specialization, your firm produces just one product. You specialize in the production of just one product. And this one product is targeted at different segments. But under market specialization, your firm specializes it specializes in the production of different products, but these different products are targeted at the needs of just one segment. And the sample that we can cite here is an example of a software developer who develops and markets different softwares for banking, insurance, stockbroking, pension, and other financial institutions. You can see the market that the software developer and marketer targets is financial market. The firm now develops different software to serve the needs of the financial market. Then the last one is full market coverage. Is the most suitable for the largest of the large firms, especially multinational companies that are wealthy, that they are very rich. And here, the firm produces and markets different products for all the available segments of the market. If there are 7 segments in the market, the firm will cover the entire segment with different products. Differential advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another very, very important topic, though it doesn't feature in the STP framework, segmentation, targeting, and positioning framework. But like I said earlier, you may not have a good understanding of positioning unless and until you understand the concept of differential advantage. And I start with the general concept of competitive advantage, and I now narrow it down to the concept of differential advantage. According to Wang, competitive advantage is obtained when a firm develops a set of attributes that allows it to perform better than its competitors. This is very, very crucial in business. Whatever business you are doing, whether you are doing a small laundry service, you are running a small salon, whatever business you are doing, you need a competitive advantage. Look at how Wang has described it. When you have a set of attributes that allow you to do better than your competitors. What competitive advantage does Laspotech has over other institutions in Nigeria? What competitive advantage does First Bank has over other banks? What competitive advantage does MTN has over other telecommunication companies? So at all times, a good